Xander Schauffele, 2 over 72.
Hey,
How's it going?
what's going on?
Xander, maybe not how you like to finish, but overall, great round today. Just talk us through it.
Yeah, 17, 18 are hard holes. Kind of down, cuttish wind, and bogey sucks anywhere. I said that earlier. It still sucks, but I didn't shoot myself out of it. I could have easily made 17 was going to be a par bogey all day, but 18 I could have sort of made a mess of things, and all I was trying to do is give myself something inside 10 feet for par, and I was close to doing that, but overall, I think we're right there.
Hank?
How's the wind change things today?
Yeah, it's wind makes any wind can make a par 3 course difficult. So put that on a U.S. Open setup, it's going to be even more so. So it's firming up the greens a little bit, and the pins are in trickier spots. So it'll be a fun afternoon to watch on TV.
All the way on the left.
I don't know how much attention you pay to some of the other guys, but there were a bunch of guys who were up on the leaderboard and playing good rounds and all struggled down the stretch this morning. Do you watch that and kind of take some encouragement from that, especially looking at what the wind's going to do this afternoon?
I don't really like to feed off of other people's problems. I try to handle my own business. It's sort of what I was taught to do, let the clubs talk, and that's what we'll continue to do. I mean, I think it's going to be a little bit cooler the next 2 days, so the ball will be flying a little shorter. It might be damp in the morning as well, so the rough will play more difficult. And I think if the greens firm up, it's going to be sort of what everyone here at Wingfoot wanted.
Ryan?
Sandy, you mentioned Austin sending you a tweet or a story last night or this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So what were you expecting when you got to the golf course today?
I mean, I'm sure they're going to agree on some sort of happy medium. I'm sure the Super wanted to crank the sub-air on and leave it on all night, but with the wind blowing right now, it's sort of a topical sort of sub-air, and I expected it to be more difficult, and it sure was, and kind of scraped away or kind of pissed away what could have been a really good round, but overall, I'm in a good spot.
Do you think yesterday was too easy?
No. Too easy is not really it, honestly. I mean, I think relative for this place, some would say, and I'm sure the Super and the staff here felt that, but I don't know how many guys shot under par, but I felt like I played my ass off yesterday, and I barely shot under par, and today really felt like a U.S. Open, I can tell you that.
Rex?
You clearly aren't happy finishing bogey, and I certainly understand that, but do you want it to get harder?
It doesn't bother me. The more strategy, those 10 footers for par are really important. It's a U.S. Open. We get it, once a year, where it's a gouge fest, and if it gets harder, so be it.
Xander, people have talked for years about loving to watch you guys suffer at the highest level, etc. When you were a kid watching the U.S. Open, were you one of those sick people?
I'm probably just a sick person that enjoys doing it and playing in it. I don't really remember watching too many U.S. Opens growing up, honestly. But in more recent years watching it, I thought it was you got to be really good at everything. You got to get lucky. You and your caddy have to have a really good plan. It's just the full package. I think that's why winning U.S. Open is so rewarding. What's
the one shot on 18 that irritates you the most?
The tee shot. It's really... You can set yourself up for a decent birdie look. Hitting it left is basically like hitting in a water hazard almost. With the rough and the trees there, it was either a hack out right of the green, trying to get up and down, or chip out 45 yards and try and leave yourself a full wedge you can spin down to the pin. So that tee shot was no bueno.
We're going to go to the WebEx. What were some of the hole locations that required extra attention today?
Oh, man. My caddy would be great at this, but... I honestly am not great with. If I sat down with the holes, I would know and I could tell you. But for the most part, it really is. There are a few out there where you're playing defense all the way through, even from the fairway. And once you're in the rough, doesn't matter if you're in the first cut or second cut or deep rough. You're really looking at how can I make par.
Thanks, Xander.
Great, thank you guys.